Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar hosted by GammaSweep, your strategic tech partner in the iGaming universe. I'm Diksha, your moderator for today, and I'm thrilled for you joining us today for a topic that's buzzing around the industry, the B2B backstage, what operators should know about iGaming platform providers. Joining me today is Gleb Chernov, founder of Platform Guru. He helps iGaming operators make smarter decisions around platform selection, migration, and scaling, cutting through the complexity with a data driven B2B first approach. From startups choosing their first platform to established operators expanding into new markets. Gleb is the trusted advisor guiding them towards smarter, future ready growth. First of all, Gleb, we welcome you for this webinar, and it's really amazing to have you.
Hi, thank you very much. Hello, everyone who is here online, and thank you very much, GammaSweep team, for having me. It's a big honor for me to share my experience.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's honor for us as well. So, Gleb, before we dive into the topic of the day, it would be really amazing to first understand that when did you actually enter the iGaming industry and how different was it back then compared to today?
So I started around 5 years ago as a sales manager for one of the platform providers, and it was still a bit of a gold rush feeling back then when lots of newcomers was ready to buy everything that shines bright and have a big stand at the exhibition. So I believe that during those 4 or 5 years on the market, it became much more professional and pickier. So
Right.
big groups are taking best practices from traditional businesses, but new players started to count money and calculate impact from each of their decisions.
Right, right. Absolutely. So before like iGaming, you worked in telco and innovations, right? So what lessons did you carry forward from that time to this industry? How relevant was it, or what kind of skills do you think has helped from your past experience to this one?
iGaming industry is a bit different than the others, so not too much things you can take from your previous experience and that works here as good as in traditional business. If we are speaking about hard skills, of course, it's understanding a bit of a technical part of the platform world and of the solutions that are there on the market. But of course, in terms of soft skills, it's always being honest, being open to something new, and always bringing value to the customers. So basically, that are the main things I took from standard career and put it in my iGaming business.
Right, right. I think these are really great skills to actually apply in this industry. But since you have been already as both on the operator and the advisory side, so how do these experiences or such kind of experiences shape your thinking about what businesses really need to succeed?
It's always about your perspective, to be honest. So I would say it's always great to understand business from different angles, different point of views, different understandings. So it's always nice to understand a bit from operator side, a bit from affiliate side, a bit from platform side. So you understand what each of the sides wants from this business really.
Right.
So as an operator, you are looking for something that converts traffic. As the platform provider, you are looking mostly on technical sides. So of course, the thing is that like answering your questions, what makes the real success, I believe in this business is flexibility. You should be flexible. You should always have plan B, plan C, and probably plan D to succeed.
And when you say being flexible and having multiple plans, maybe a plan B or plan C, so what are these plans actually? What do you mean by being flexible? What can an iGaming operator or person who's launching an iGaming platform understand from these terms?
Of course, you should, first of all, when you're starting your iGaming business, you should understand or start with the end in mind. Yes. So you should understand the picture of where you want to be in a couple of years from today. But at the same time, we all should understand that there are a lot of changes on the markets, a lot of changes with licensing, a lot of changes with marketing and so on and so on. So being flexible in this meaning, I meant that for sure you should have a clear goal, but you always should be ready to make some changes, because this goal could be a bit different, a bit changed in 1 or 2 months, even after you started. So this is also a big thing about this industry. It's not like the industry which is like 20, 30, 40 years on the market, where everyone more or less know the rules of the game.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, like when we talk about this, what gap did you actually see in the market that inspired you to launch Platform Guru? Was there a specific moment where you realized that I can actually build something different here?
Yeah, so basically, there are two things mainly. So I already mentioned about the fact that the market is becoming more and more, let's say, demanding and professional in
Right,
iGaming. So everyone is not like trying to chase something nice and shiny. Everyone is trying to understand, okay, what this or that technology will give me, and
right.
then I can give some answers and I can advise on this. And of course, the second thing I would say that I saw that there is a huge gap between what sales and marketing side of a platform provider is saying about them and what is the sometimes harsh reality is. So I understood that I can fill in this gap by making like deep research on each platform that are there on the market. Of course, there are much of them, but I'm trying to handle them all. And yeah, I'm trying to bring the clear understanding to the customer what this or this platform is about and what are their specific, let's say, pluses and minuses.
Absolutely. But however, we know that advisory is a tough space. So did you always see yourself becoming a business owner, or did you had that entrepreneurial spark come later?
This is a really good question, and I would say that yeah, I always dreamed about some big businesses and that I will become a cool entrepreneur. But then, when I met the reality, I understood that I still want the business, still want to be independent, but at the same time, I don't want to run the huge team. I don't want to be a cool manager and so on. I just want to do something myself or with a small team of like-minded people. So there, where I see that the consultancy could be a good fit. So I'm still independent, but I'm not the manager in a huge company or a businessman who had I don't know 100 people team. So yeah, then I started to think about industry where my consultancy could be useful. Then I met iGaming, I fell in love with it, and the rest is history, you know.
So you just mentioned that, you fall in love with iGaming, and I think most of the people who actually come into this industry, they love the industry so much. So what's that one thing that you love about iGaming? We would love to know that.
I think it's drive and openness of the people you work with. It's a really cool thing about this
Mhm.
business. In the very beginning, everyone is super closed and don't trust you. But when everything's moving forward, there are so much fantastic people in this industry. It's amazing.
Right. So now, circling back to what I just asked before of, having your own business. So how much of your mindset comes from your personal drive versus the family influence? Was it something that you had in your family, in your genes, or it's something that, you got one day that an idea and you were like, hey, I really want to start something of my own?
Yeah, so recently I really liked the video of one stand-up comedian. He was awarded on some ceremony, and he's standing with the prize and saying that he would never reach these heights if his wife would not love money so much. So,
Yeah.
I have the same feeling on my side, because of course I'm motivated myself, but without my family, my kids, my wife, it wouldn't be so good and so productive. So
Amazing.
I can say that it's both. It's like personal drive and family 50-50.
Amazing. So you just mentioned that, it's really important for your family to be there when you are actually starting a business. I would also want to have some light for you to shed on this, that how important it is for your family to kind of support you in any kind of decisions when you are starting a new iGaming business, because we all know that the risk is high, but then again, the reward can also be high. So what is your take on that?
So far, from everything I did, let's say before, I feel 100% support, and I really like it. And I'm in these terms, I'm the happiest person in my life. So no one is telling me, okay, you shouldn't go to conferences, you shouldn't go there, or you shouldn't do this. So that's where I'm super happy so far.
Amazing, amazing. So now let's, shift around a bit towards the agenda of today. And when we talk about that, when you have shifted from an operator side to the platform side, what was the biggest gap that you saw that others weren't solving?
I would say that if we speak about like operators perspective and about the platform perspective, I would say that one thing is how many technologies are there on the market which are making your life easier, and how many of them are not used by operators. So there are, of course, there are some simple platforms, and I believe we will speak about this a bit later today. But if we are speaking about like some newest platform providers which are offering some amazing technologies, and people are still sometimes in 21st century, people sometimes still are calculating results of affiliates in Excel sheets. So there is a big gap, and I believe this is a big thing for operators to start using new technologies, to start trusting into new technologies.
Absolutely. And I think it's really important for all the operators to have this in mind. But when we say that, platform selection can make or break a business, what's the most common mistake operators make when choosing a platform?
I would say that thing number one is underestimating the impact of a platform on their business, of platform provider, especially. If we are thinking about choosing the source or buying the source code of the platform, it's a bit different story, but still, you should understand how much people on the other side are interested in your success, how much they are ready to help you, and how much they are open to do something for you, because all
Right.
of them, all the salespeople are saying, we will do everything for you. But then in the end, you face the real IT guys who are saying, no, we have too much things in our backlog. So sorry, we will do it for you in 3 years from now. Yeah, and that's mental. I believe also I will do a bit longer answer on this one, because this is a pretty
Sure,
big topic.
sure.
Of course, is the fact that especially the newcomers are really checking if the geo where they want to start operations are well known to the platform provider, because this is also a big thing, and you should be pretty localized now to give a good solution to your customers or to operators. So if you are a platform and or if you are an future operator and starting your business, you should understand that the other side understands where you want to do this business. They understand the people there. They understand what these people need from this platform, and so on and so on. So this is a big thing. And of
Right.
course, payment providers, payments. So of course, marketing, but platform providers cannot too much impact the player acquisition. Of course, they are responsible for conversions, but they cannot impact too much of the acquisition side. But the second thing is payments. And again, if you are choosing the wrong payment provider that doesn't understand the payment side of the business in this particular country, this will be a no-go and this will be a fail. So these are the three
Absolutely.
things I would like to highlight.
Absolutely. So when you were talking about payment systems, what do you think, what kind of payment systems today for iGaming platforms will be really great to have, and what kind of a payment system is appreciated by even players for an iGaming platform?
This is a good question, but this is a really super geo-related question. So I will not answer this directly because it strongly depends on the geo you plan to operate at. But the thing I would like all the people asking from their platform provider is, do they have the cascading? So do they have the possibility to make, I don't know if we are speaking about some okay, country X, we will not mention any countries. Country X, they have most popular payment method Y, and you should have at least 3, 4 providers of method Y in your casino, just to be sure that if something go wrong with the first one, nothing stops on your side. Because if you
Right.
have them 4 separately, it will be a huge headache for everyone to understand how they are different and so on and so on. If you have them in a cascading, so you are just putting Y as a player and you make a deposit. You don't care about what is the provider of this, how many percent you operator will pay for this transaction, and so on and so on. They just want to deposit, and this is a big thing. So always ask about cascading.
Absolutely, absolutely right. So now talking about migration a bit. So migration is one of the most scariest words for operators. So what's the number one thing businesses underestimate when moving platforms?
I would say that the main thing here that people do not understand really, and mostly I saw that this is a huge problem, that everyone thinks that this is a technical thing. So we just need to migrate from one technical solution to another technical solution. But the biggest thing, or number one thing that businesses underestimate, is the thing that there is the second platform from which you want to go, and they will do everything to stop you, and they will do everything to make this process as painful for you as possible.
Right.
So that's the big thing you should understand, and maybe even if it's possible with your platform provider to make some agreements to put them on the paper, how it will go, what it will look like, what you will pay for this migration, because maybe it's more safe to pay them something to move this to make this process as safe as possible.
Mhm. Absolutely. Well, some operators chase fancy features as well, but others chase cost saving. So what's the real balance they should be looking at?
I would say that the short answer will be, so just look for something that really impacts your business. So numbers are behind everything. So make the calculations, make A/B testing, try to test a new solution, shiny solution with your platform, with your players. Understand if it go or no go, and then move forward. But but if in some points, of course, you should know what your customers want. If this feature you want to integrate is okay for your geo, is it okay for your players? Is your player database will be happy about this, or they don't care about this? It also could be that. So you integrate it, no one is complaining, but no one is happy. So it's also a fail, to be honest. So
Right.
and of course, you should understand what is already a must on the market and what is nice to have. Because sometimes operators are a bit late on some industry trends, which are already not becoming a trend, but already became something normal, a new normal. Yeah. So here you should be online. Here you should understand. Here you should, I don't know, go to conferences, speak with people, speak with other operators to understand where are you on the market in historical terms, let's say. And of course, one of the things is what make you stand out or what make you different from other platforms. Yes, so this is also a big thing because there are a lot of strong big players on the market which are doing pretty good and which have huge marketing potentials. but how to stand out, and if this feature or is this new software will make you stand out from the crowd, it would be really nice to understand.
Absolutely, absolutely. So to kind of sum up, what would you suggest? Like the quantity of features or a number of features is better, or the quality of the features that a platform provider offers matter the most?
I'm always for the quality.
Mhm.
So quality is the thing. You should do something nice, beautiful, and cool. Because not cool will be itself. So you don't need to do nothing to be not cool. But to be cool, you need to work on it, and quality is first.
Absolutely amazing. So now talking about that, a lot of platforms claim they localize. From your experience, what does true localization mean in practice?
Again, we already spoke about this, and I believe I will be short with this one. You should understand people in the country you are working in, with the people you are working in, and of course the people you have in your particular casino, what they want, how they want it to look, and for sure, there was one case last week on the conference, not the last, but before the last week was. On a conference, guys was speaking about a Nigerian case where they started with one game, which is truly about Lagos, the capital of Nigeria, and it was like with the buses from Nigeria, with the sounds of Lagos, with influencers from Lagos, and it went up really good. So the true localization is in the small details, not like translating your page into Indian language and feel that you are cool on Indian market.
Absolutely. All right. So, is the right platform always also about customization, or is there a case for choosing simplicity and speed?
I would say that this is also a really geo-related question because it always depends where you want to go and how you want to look alike. Because sometimes I'm having requests for simple agent system platform which don't have nothing, but they are okay with it. It's also cool. So I would say. I would turn your question a bit around. So it's always about what operator wants and how they want lookalike,
Yeah.
what they want to do for their customers, and how they want to how let's say what is the target audience of this particular casino.
All right. Okay. But when you talk about what would the operators want and what their audiences look like, what do you feel that, or what do you advise for operators to have kind of a maybe checklist ready before they come up with their requirements for such things?
Uh, I don't know if I may, but I will make a short, let's say, advertising campaign. So you don't need anything. Just go to www.platformguru.co, make a call with me, and I will explain you as much as I know.
All right. Okay. So, would you say that your approach is more about building partnerships rather than just selling tools? Can you share an example about it?
Yeah, I think that especially in our business, long-term partnership is working much better than just selling something. And of course, there is a big thing about building partnerships that you should be, let's say, confident about what you are saying and what you are doing for your customers. So that's why it's a bit harder and a bit longer path, but. I believe that building partnership is much better in all the terms, in terms of people, in terms of giving value, in terms of making money, in terms of everything.
Amazing. So when we talk about this, the iGaming platform space is already crowded. How do you define the best providers differently from strong Asian or European platforms?
I would say that the platforms, more or less of different levels, are really close one to another, but there are always some specific things about each of them, and according to these specific things and the level of the platform itself, I'm trying to get as much as possible information from the customer, from the future operator or the operator that is already operating, about their pains, about what they want to achieve, and then to provide something. And I don't care, is it Asian or European or Indian or Latvian, whatever is good for my customer is good in every terms.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when we talk about, maybe best providers or providers who are good, and for the platform operators, once the foundation is set, what are the underrated strategies that actually help operators stand out in 2025?
I would say that now everyone speaks about AI and some new technologies, and not everyone is understanding what is AI, but everyone is speaking about it. So I think it's a bit overrated part. But if we are speaking about underrated strategies, is that not everyone is too much in the high-speed games, which are really good for Gen Z, which is like slowly taking over the market. And one more thing is gamification. That there are a lot of possibilities to make good gamification things, even on the platform which doesn't have them. So again, come to me. I will tell you a bit more about what's there on the market. But yeah, I would say that something fast and something about esports for Gen Z to attract this type of players. If we are about talking about like big brands and massive brands, not like the ones who are targeting really, really precisely who they want, and gamification. Yeah.
Right. So you just talked about gamification quite a bit, but we would want to understand that is gamification really a thing or it is a buzzword?
No, I think it's really a big thing now on all the platforms, and the numbers are showing that this is that it has a huge impact on LTV of the player on your platform, and screen time of the player. So that's a big thing.
Okay, okay. And you were also talking about Gen Zs, right? So Gen Z is actually shaping the betting and the sweepstakes industry a lot. So how do you think that their behaviors force platforms and operators to rethink about engagement?
Yeah, so you should be fast, and by fast I mean really fast in everything. Gen Z will not wait your page to download for 5 minutes or even 10 seconds. Game, let's say loading. Yeah, they don't want to wait game to load for like 2 minutes or again even 10 seconds. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they want everything fast. They want fast dopamine. They want fast bonuses. They don't want to read your bonus, let's say, structure and like 4 A4 pages about what is your bonus is about, or bonus structure, or bonus strategy, and so on. So fast in everything. They like fast. They like fast emotions, fast dopamine. So be fast in everything you do.
Absolutely. I think that's really correct. But however, if you had to choose, is it a smarter way to kind of focus on player retention first, or you think that it's smarter to first focus on retention and experience?
Uh, so if you are only starting the business, if we are speaking about the guy who's just starting the business, the new platform, I would say that you should focus on player acquisition, but you should have keep in mind, or not keep in mind, sorry, no, this is the wrong word. I would say you should have retention and the retention strategies ready on your platform. So you should understand what you will do after the first player came to your site. Are you going to chase him? Are you going to mail him? Are you going to call him? Blah blah blah. All of these things. are really, really important. So you should do the homework on player retention. Of course, your first strategy will probably fail on retaining. So there you will need to make some adjustments according to the player base you will have. So yeah, I would say that 70 to 30, 70% on acquisition if you are only starting, and 30% on retention and experience.
Okay. And would you like to kind of share some of these player acquisition and retention strategies with us?
To be honest, it really, again, geo-related questions. So everyone is trying everything, and there are huge amount of everyone that are trying to attract people in millions of ways. But still, the let's say player acquisition is affiliates. Yes, so affiliates are ruling the market and still ruling the market. So to be honest, it really depends on the casino, on the strategy, and let's skip this question because there are too much of the things that people will say, no, he's lying, it's wrong, it doesn't work, because something that works on one market doesn't work at all on the other.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, well, how do you see ROI shifting? Are affiliates still the king, or influencers or brand-led campaigns are catching up?
I would say that there is not a big shift in ROI. So I believe that affiliates are still the kings of the business, and we see them growing like mushrooms after the shower, after the rain. But of course, brand-led campaigns are more and more popular, and we see that this is a huge market, especially for the big brands. But if we are speaking about influencers, you should know how to use them. You should deeply understand what is all about. And I would say from my customers, let's say experience working with influencers, influencer traffic is not the best for the start or for the first acquisition, but influencers are really good to let's say make your brand stronger, to advertise some features that you have, to advertise some things that are happening in your casino. This is a perfect thing for branding, for PR. But I can't say that influencer traffic is bringing good results. To be honest, too many bots, too many things to follow, too many cheating. So yeah, this is a hard field to play on.
Amazing. Okay. Now it's time to take some of the questions from the audience, and we'll be heading back to the questions that I have for you. So, the first question that we have here is that in terms of cost, what are some ballpark numbers, as in maybe rough ranges, for getting a platform up and running versus putting my games on an existing platform? Do you have any take on this?
Okay, so basically, if we are speaking now about okay, here we should separate. I don't have possibility here to ask questions to the one who asked this question, so I will try to guess on some of the things. So to start running your white label, it costs almost nothing right now. So there is a platform provider, for example, who is ready to do it for free for you, like completely for free. Just take it and try to do something with it. If we are speaking about turnkey, where you need your license, where you need the platform, I would say it will be something like, okay, let's put it like 25, 30 for the license, 20 for a good platform, 55,000 euro. You need to start without marketing cost, of course. Yeah. So 55, 60K will be more than enough for you to start a good, solid platform with games, with payment providers and so on to do it. If we are speaking about starting your business by adding your games to some of the platform providers, believe me, guys, it's a really hard path to do because there are a lot of good, strong game providers that are standing in a line to the each platform that are saying, okay, just take us and we will bring you to millions. And there is a huge competition. And if you don't have some good USPs, if you are bringing just another pack of slots, it will be really, really, really hard if you don't know anyone directly, for example.
Mhm.
So, I think that it's even cheaper to open your own platform and add your games there than to get some help from aggregators or providers of platforms.
Okay, absolutely. The next question that we have is that is there a checklist or an onboarding list for each and all platforms? The question is extended by saying, what about testing and compliance? Does each game have to be tested, and does each platform provide that, or does the game development have to be done independently to bring the results?
Okay, there are very much questions in this, but okay. So about the possibilities to launch games without testing. No, everything is tested for sure, and all the platforms are tested for sure. I don't know platforms that are not tested and that are not serious at all. Maybe there are some on the market, but to be honest, all the providers that have at least site, have sales team, they all are tested and everything is more or less okay. About licensing of the games, I'm not too much in the compliance topic, so I would say that it's a really license depending question. So if we are speaking about I don't know, some licenses like Anjuan or Curacao, there are one type of requirements. If you are speaking about some local license, like, I don't know, the new Brazilian license, for sure, everything there should be like GLI certified, blah, 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 and should be everything clear and nice. There is also people who are operating without license. So then you don't need anything there, but the question is about how honest your business is. That's a good question, but there I need a little bit more information on where do you want to start operations and how do you see this? How do you see these operations in terms of licensing? Which license you want to get?
All right. All right. So now coming back to the questions, to the answer to the questions that I was asking you. So I would want to understand, what's the costliest mistake you have seen new operators make?
Oh, that's a good question, and I would say that this is the huge investment in the marketing of the platform, which is not tested. And this is a big thing. So as soon as a lot of guys are doing this mistake, so they got the platform, they like checked, okay, I can deposit, I can, I don't know, I can register, I can deposit, I can play. Okay, we can run, I don't know, 1 million to the marketing. Yeah, but this is a no-go. This is a bad practice. So you should slowly start your marketing campaigns. For the first half year, you should check how it works, which performs better, how your retention will work with these customers, what are the numbers, what is the LTV of your players, to get some numbers to understand how it works, and only then you should start actively bringing players to your platform.
Absolutely. So when we, talk about the success rate of new platforms in the iGaming industry, it's notoriously low, right? So how do you address that risk for your clients?
I'm trying to go step by step through all the processes, not only, okay, guys, we are choosing the platforms for you, but what you will do here, what you will do here, what you will do with acquisition, what you will do with retention, what will you do with customer service, how you want it to look like, is it the business which will help you, or it will be your own team that would handle it, how you will handle the fraud, blah 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 blah. So all the things until the end. and in the end, I'm showing them, okay, guys, do you understand correctly that at least like kind of 1 million you need of euros to start the good, successful business nowadays? Yeah. So do you have it? Do you understand that? Of course, you can start with lower numbers sometimes, but in this case, you should be experienced and you should understand deeply what you are doing. Otherwise, without 1 million, there are a lot of people who say that it's 3 million right now, but I still believe that with 1 million, you theoretically can do at least something in this business. So yeah, and in this case, yeah, I have a couple of people that are saying, okay, no, it's not okay for me. But before, yeah, or when I'm speaking with platform provider guys, they all are saying, okay, our platform costs 20K. You don't need anything else. Yeah, just have some money for marketing, and that's all. So yeah, that's why a lot of people fail. They just don't understand the budget.
All right. But when we talk about, regulations, we recently can see that the regulations are tightening in both the US and the Europe. So how do you future-proof a business when regulations change every year?
That's what we started with together with you today. You should be flexible. You should understand what is your plan B in case of this, in case of this, in case of this. So uh, that's the main point I'm always saying. So normally, and at least like couple of last years, there was no like huge revolutions when everything worked and now nothing works. So there always are, I don't know, with Curacao license, for example, it existed, then there was a lot of changes. Now still it's like kind of a license, but you cannot really get it, or you can get it but with a huge delays, blah blah blah. So that's the thing you should always keep in mind, that maybe something will go not like you planned. So in all the cases or all the key decisions you're making, always have a plan B and plan C to handle this. Everything else, I think that in the industry we are in, we all understand that there are a lot of changes all the time.
Right, right. And when we talk about a lot of changes, although you have highlighted that we have AI and we have gamification, but these tech buzzwords are everywhere. So AI, blockchain, Web3, which ones are actually delivering the impact for operators today?
Uh, Yeah, okay, I'll be honest with you, and I will speak about real impact that I know. Maybe, of course, there are some things that I don't know, and maybe someone is making already millions from this.
Hmm.
But as far as I know, AI is the only great thing that is working in iGaming. One is with customer support. AI agents are working really good. Don't use AI agents for retention, because there everyone wants some personal feeling, especially if you're calling. But if we are speaking about, let's say, just answering people questions, and most of them are pretty simple, like I don't know how do I log in and so on. Use AI bots; they help a lot, and there are a lot of things that you can do with LLMs and AI in order to analyze your players' behavior. So there are a couple of interesting good startups that are offering some gamification tools, some player analyzing tools on the basis of AI, and this impacted some of my customers pretty strongly. So this is what I know works well.
Hmm.
Everything else, there are a lot of buzzwords, a lot of things happening around the industry, but most of the things are not working well so far.
All right. So, well, these technologies are there, and what if we kind of imagine to jump 3 years ahead? What will be the most successful operators and platform providers be doing differently from today?
I think here we can again touch the topic of Gen Z, because there are more and more of them. So and of course everyone likes speed. So I believe that fast games, fast winnings, fast bonuses, fast everything will be really nice for the industry, and the ones who will learn how to be as fast as possible on the market and as cool as possible on the market is a winner. That's number one. And the second thing, which is not excluding the first thing, I would say is that there are a lot of trends right now on deep localization of your product and deep understanding of your target audience. For example, I'm not trying to I don't know, push anyone anyhow here, but for example, there is a nice idea of gay casino we flew in a plane with one guy, and it's amazing. There are a lot of people with this orientation in the world. They are specific. They have specific like tastes and so on. So why not to push them and chase them and so on? But you need to be inside there. You need to understand this crowd, these people. I don't know, deep localization on immigrant communities in some countries. I don't know too much about Asia. I believe there are also a lot of these kind of cases. But for example, we all know that in Germany there are a lot of people from Turkey, yeah, and they don't want to play in Turkish casino. They want to play in local casinos, but where they will see a lot of nice looking ladies, because all Turkish guys like new nice ladies and so on. So I'm just trying to play the here a little bit with ideas, but deep localization is something that people are speaking more and more about, because it's hard to beat the big brands right now that are like mass market brands. But if you are specific, you can get your audience, which will have nice LTV and will bring nice results to you.
All right. Well, when we have already talked a lot about trends, but when we talk about the trends we have in the US versus Europe, what's one trend you think that each side should be watching from the other? Are there some similar trends, or people are kind of seeing the trends in the Europe, maybe applying in the US, or vice versa?
I think world is became really small right now, and everyone is getting ideas the same second. So I think that the one thing I'm a bit surprised by the way lately is that there are a lot of interest in, for example, sweepstake model in different European countries and Asian countries. And everyone was speaking only about US lately about for the sweepstakes, and like no one needs them here in Europe or there in Asia. But I see that more and more people are understanding how it works, are understanding how to get your part of audience there, and that it's actually a really nice thing to do. So I believe that this is a thing that we Europeans are taking from US, for example, now that are trendy there for a pretty long time, and already becoming not yet let's say something that is not allowed by law, but the guys are more and more looking into this area. But from other side, yeah, Europeans are saying, okay, maybe we should try to do something like that here.
All right. And before we kind of get to the last segment of today's webinar and the session for today, I would like to ask that if you had to start all over again in iGaming today, what would you do differently?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. I'll be honest with you. Of course, I did some mistakes, but it wasn't a mistake. You know, it was an experience. Without this experience, maybe I would not be where I am today with understanding that I have today. So nothing. So far I'm happy.
Amazing. Now we have some questions from the audience. So the first question is that how often should operators expect platform updates or new feature rollouts?
That's a really good question, and that again bring back us to the expectation of a customer. So if they like the solid solution, they want they are awaiting from the platform to be as it is now. They are happy. They know it from A to Z. They don't want to be too much, let's say, concerned about some new feature that they don't know and don't understand. Then it could be like I don't know, once in 2 3 months, getting some small updates, some security updates, and so on. If you have an agile team which wants to bring new features, new things to the market, test everything, check what works, what doesn't, throw it away. You just can't live with this kind of platform. So I think that for a, let's say, normal platform, solid platform, it could be like once in 2 weeks, updates, some security features, some good, interesting things. If we are speaking about agile platform, which is saying, okay, guys, we will do everything that is needed for you. It could be even 1 week, or I don't know, each 3 4 days they are trying to change, to add, to deliver something new.
All right. Okay. Now coming towards the next question that we have. How do revenue sharing models usually work with platform providers?
How that platform? Yeah, okay. So that's a good question, and that's a question that now is becoming more and more popular on the market. So basically, we more or less all know that okay, you got the platform, you are paying them 4 5 6 7%, something like that, and in this case, you are having like IT stuff backed from your side. And the thing is that until you reach the 1 million in GGR, you are okay with this system. As soon as you got to 1 million and you are paying, for example, I don't know, 60K for the platform, it's there. You always have a question: are they doing something for me that costs so much money? Because then you start to understand, okay, I'm bringing them money, I'm bringing them value, because often the platforms are adding also for games 1 2%, then they are adding 1% on payment providers, and then in the end you have like you're paying 10% to the platform, even 15% sometimes, and it kills your business. So you always should ask. Some of the platform providers are perfect. They are doing whatever the customer needs. They are friends. They are really feeling really good one with the other. That's cool. That's nice. In this case, maybe it's worth paying this money. But if you feel that they are doing nothing for you, but you are paying them like 100K every month, maybe think about some changes on your side. Either it could be some other platform, or if you are growing fast, maybe there is a sense to look into creating your own platform or buying the source code from someone like GammaStack and move forward with it.
All right. So I think that was it from all the questions that we have, and I think we have answered all the questions really well. So coming towards the last segment of this webinar, that's a quick rapid fire round that I've kept for you. And you need to be really quick, Gleb, right? So I'll be asking a few questions and we would want your answers in a few seconds. All right. So the biggest myth about platform migration you want to bust.
That after migration, everything will be fine and ponies will start run around your casino. No, it will be still the same casino.
Okay. One word to describe iGaming in 2025.
Interesting.
iGaming, AI in gaming, threat or opportunity.
Opportunity for sure.
One trend that excites you and one that annoys you.
That's a good question. I'm trying to think here. One trend that excites me. I really like the things around gamification. There are so many platforms that are doing great with this, and it's really exciting to look where all of the things are going. One that annoys you. I think this buzzword thing we discussed today, too many buzzwords around the industry which are bringing no value.
All right. What's the one last app and game you couldn't stop using?
Uh, The straight answer will be Telegram. I'm logged in Telegram 24/7,
Okay.
so this will be the honest answer. But otherwise, otherwise. Okay, let it be Telegram because I have too many of them right now, which I'm using on daily basis. ChatGPT is also really cool.
Okay. If not iGaming, what industry would you be in?
I think innovations.
All
So where
right.
I came from, something new, bringing some fresh ideas on the market.
Amazing. Finish this sentence. The future of iGaming is
Bright, bright.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, yeah, we are done with all the questions, and it was really, really amazing to have a chat with you, Gleb. We discussed a lot of great things. We had an audience who were really enthusiastic. Thank you so much, all, for joining us today. It was a really great session, and I hope that you have learned a lot. If you feel that this session was really helpful and useful for you, do take a screenshot and share on your LinkedIn profiles. Don't forget to tag Gleb and GammaSweep. We'll be looking forward to have you in our next webinar. Gleb, it was an honor to talk to you, and all the insights in the chat was really amazing. I really had a lot of fun, and it was really insightful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It was a great pleasure, and from one side serious, and from other side very funny conversation. And yeah, there was a lot of cool things. So thank you very much for having me. And if anyone have any questions, ping me. I'm not sure about Telegram. I mean, you don't have my contact obviously, but LinkedIn, just find me, ping me. I'll be glad to help with whatever you want.
Absolutely, absolutely. My team has already shared Gleb's LinkedIn account profile link in the chat box. You may please have a look, and you can definitely connect with him as well, or the GammaSweep team, for any questions that you have. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. Have a
Thank you very
great
much.
evening.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.